lot of big questions in the world these days. What is humanity moving toward? Will someone ever solve our constant need for more electricity? Can Twinkies really be a sustainable food source in case of an apocalypse? What is actually wrong with Alex Jones' brain?
You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud.
If you guessed by the title of this video, I'm not here today to talk about Alex Jones or the apocalypse. Nope. Today, we're answering one question and one question only. Can Fruit Ninja, a game where you score points by slicing fruit in half with your finger, be made into something more than a mobile app for kids? And to save you any more exposition and me a few extra breaths, the answer is yes. Severed is a first-person dungeon crawler RPG. It's similar to old titles like Dungeon Masters, but more relatable to newer titles like The Bard's Tale 4. In Severed, you play as a girl who has not only lost the whereabouts of her family, but also her arm. After being gifted a sword and an entire high school's worth of teenage depression, she sets off on her quest to find her family. The game has a lot going for it. First, in its graphics. It's got nice graphics. The world is beautifully crafted. There's something to be said about the combination of art style and the tunnel vision-like movement of the camera. In any sandbox game, you can climb to the top of the tallest building and instantly drink in the surroundings in one big gluttonous gulp. However, in Severed, you take sips of the environment, as each new area tells its own subtle story. The game's difficulty can be punishing at times. Luckily, if you do die, you don't go back far. The game gets hard and there's no way around it. Some fights are avoidable, however, I find myself trying to complete each encounter to earn the different character upgrades. Character upgrades and the fact that many of the fights can be intense make winning each battle actually feel like something's actually happening, rather than just going through the motions of a JRPG grind. Another thing that the game gets right is its enemies. Each enemy type is unique with different types of attacks, weaknesses, and a mode that allows you to sever the limbs of each monster. Pretty brutal, right? Later on, you'll be in trouble when you start encountering enemies with new buffs and their tougher forms. Thankfully, the game gives you different powers to help you deal with them, like the ability to steal any buff you want, and the ability to blind enemies around you. While I enjoyed my time playing Severed, it is not without its flaws. Some of the environments you travel through feel a bit draining, as you'll be constantly looking at your map to make sure you're going the right way. Some locations are more like labyrinths than anything. Additionally, there will be a fair amount of backtracking. I felt that at times, constantly going back took away from the game's momentum, especially if you're trying to go for 100% completion. You better take some notes for yourself. All in all, I give Severed
I give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. And watching.